Oh, yeah, I be on your there. What I just say, oh, that young man, I say, oh, my God. Once I did it, I say, oh, my God. This is a special birthday song for that dog. Jawali Jonetta. Well, we say happy birthday to you. Enjoy your new age. The graduate daughter. Not forgetting Shannon Taylor on Chicken Air. You want to remember what late Taylor, you look at one young Taylor. That's well. Not forgetting Brother Tuning, well, Patu. Justina So, in Taxi. Mother Teresa, Lena So, in Rhode Island. And yeah, we are traveling. Everyone, your birthday, everyone listen, happy other. I say, oh, God, you. I say, oh, what's happening now? I say, you. Oh, I do this, wow, God, you. I say, Orito So, in Rhode Island. I said, no, my. I say, Helena, what? Rhode Island. I put Tommy So, in Liberia. But yeah, you let Uncle Stella So. That's young. Says Angie in Rhode Island. Anita Zia, Minnesota. Abojito, Mao Gajo. Donata, where you drop Mao, or as if I tell, Moya Basiloki, you just say, oh, Gajo. No, I beat Daniela. Not run on the way. You say, I get it. I be on the go. Well, I go. Alfonso So, I go. Many times on Mr. Alfonso So in the US. And now Alfonso So, they could be up waiting. I throw you, but you go a young can you? Congratulations to that dog. Jawali Jonatha. Well, it is a birthday. My daddy, I just say, oh, God, you got your money. You don't know where they are. And where you are, not forgetting the cousins of the celebrant. Anita Zia in Minnesota. Great Town, Minnesota. Uncle Jared So, Rhode Island. And some important personality here, right? Not forgetting our late father, Johnny Samson. Rest well.
Hello listeners, this is Mazola, the lover boy. I'd like to invite you to this exciting program. It is called Dancing for Jesus. It is intended to play beautiful inspirational music to help you turn your life to God. Join me on every Sunday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is our way of showing appreciation to God for the good things He has done for us and continue to do. Don't miss this opportunity. Join Mazola Gizi on every Sunday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the program Dancing for Jesus. Please be there because I will be here to wrap it up for you. Do you want to share your events with the world? Why not contact us? We are Liberia Public Radio, LPR. We are the specialists in advertisements, commercials, radio and TV services. We have the professionals that can help you sell your products and provide live coverage of all events such as weddings, conventions, graduations, reunions, anniversaries, sports, birthdays, baby showers, religious activities, funerals, and many more. Take your phone right now and call any of the following numbers: 682-433-8802, 267-648-6089, 484-786-3337, or 916-533-2048. Our customer service representatives are waiting to take your calls and give you the needed assistance. It is LPR, the home of excellent media services, and your friends in business.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map. Explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
Good evening. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Alfonso Zayn. Been so much busy with our community thing for the past few days being off, but I were handling other community issue. Welcome to the show. This is the Tuesday editions of Conversations with the Liberal Progressive Samson Branto. Welcome to the show. Good evening. Welcome to the show. I am Alfonso Zayn, of the Liberia Public Radio and Lpr-Tv. Thank you for sharing your evening with us, wherever you are this evening. As usual, we are here to have these conversations. Well, almost couple of days now. Our being away was to honor another community commitment. First of all, we want to say our deepest condolences and appreciation to many of those families who during the weekend, both here in the USA, in Liberia, Monrovia, Bond County, respectively, they were able to get our services and were able to provide that to the community. That's another way of serving the community. So we want to thank them so much for allowing us to form part of the double family right here in the Ocean State during the weekend. I was busy. Our man James Cannon Kabaya in Monrovia was in Banga on a special assignment, and the other folks were all in Monrovia as well to perform tax. So we want to welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us, wherever you are. If this is the first time, we say you are wholeheartedly welcome. You are on the official news outlet of the Liberia Public Radio and Lpr-Tv. So sitting in here this evening for the liberal progressive, Samson. And you guys, for those of you been following here, Saturday you were a living witness. You saw how this network was peaceful, it was quiet, and everything, the train was not the other train where one four lead behind, one four in front. I don't want to call it name, but you saw how peaceful the conversation. Nobody turned people off. Nobody sanctioned people's voices. People were speaking to exercise their constitutional and God-given right. Was there anybody here Saturday? You remember people? Did you hear me threatening anybody? Your time finished. You're not with us. You're not with boycott. You're not what we are. Not. It was a peaceful process we had over a couple of months. I'm not sure whether that is guaranteed at this point in time. I have no idea, have no clue. We're going to be the new tutorials or whatever they got. But he's back. They call him Blaku. They call him liberal progressive. They call him, he claimed to be the guru, self-proclaimed guru. Guru where? The self-proclaimed guru. And then you have the guy like, what's his name? The other rescue uncle. The all year was going on. Oh, we want a liberal back. We want a liberal back. So who cares when he's back? He's not back. What does it mean? We have to discuss what we need to discuss. But one thing we know, we do have substantial record of the guy who he is, things that he talks. So we keep you on record. Let's profile this guy here and some of his things. I'm just giving you a heads up so that for those of you who will get to hear in some part of this week, some part of the time, you will not be surprised who he is. But this is what we did. We kept record of being an extensive one here. Let's listen to some of his soundbite.
Teacher, whatever but you make him, you give him statement to make publicly because he believes in you. We will deal with you one by one. One by one. I told you yesterday, I didn't come on this platform to see you myself make plow today. We're not even talking with color speak from each other. You myself may plow today with color speak from each other. But I come on the platform here, year or so. Be here, say President Waka be dancing for you to come and ruin people's life, for you to make Liberian people so, but something your lie. Include me into your lying behavior. I don't lie.
So that's not just all about it. With Mayflower with the CEO now, he trying to be someone who to cut off speak, acting like a chick. Mayflower with the CEO, I can't do that. Come on. Come on.
It's the host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, folks. Samson told I brought up radio. I want to thank all of you. The liberal is here to talk Tabata and they Tabata. Not any. That what I go for. I sent the link out already. And they put them, they don't come. I give them 10 minutes out of here.
So there we go. This is not an AI, it's a real time who the liberal is. He identified himself, he disclosed, he unveiled himself. He talks Tabata. He doesn't care. Giving excuses to politicians, claiming that people just hand over something to the president in defense of the president, removing him from the scene as if he is not aware. To the top, Tabata. Politically correct. That's who he is. Well, he's back. Let's see what happens. We want to welcome the liberal progressive, the self-proclaimed guru. He was in the West African states of the Republic of Liberia. We do sympathize with him because it's not one of these natural visits that he went for. It was a tough one. But he's a strong guy. They call him Blaku. He's back. What do you expect? What do you hope to hear? I have no idea. Tighten your seatbelt. Keep your finger crossed. Hold your breath. get a glass of juice, get a glass of wine, whatever thing that will stabilize. Perhaps your cholesterol or your blood pressure will go over the roof because you heard what he said. He's good at talking tabata. So we don't know whether after everything he went to another college and he has been because I saw the picture that looks like he graduated from the school of Tabata. So he's here. Let me welcome the liberal progressive from Saxtown, Sacramento. It's Johnny back here. The liberal progressive, good evening. Good to have you here. I've been doing extraordinary work. Good for your in your absent proxy affairs, keep conducting the program. The program being very peaceful. Everybody say, well, when the liberal come, do not give in the space. But we believe in people say what liberty is and allow them to do what they do. Liberals are good to have you back. We say good evening and welcome from Liberia. I know it was not one of those visits, Johnny. It was a terrible one. It was a painful one. Saw some of the images, but we are glad that you're back. Welcome back. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mr. So. I'm happy to be back. And firstly, I also want to say thank you very much. I know what we do here on this platform, they are not anything to sneeze at. These are very, very serious business. And we all work. We have family to support, whether here or home. We don't come here to bluff. And but for the entire month, you carry my show and carry your own show. And I think this is something, but I'm not quite surprised. To be honest with you, you always like to work hard, and that's why you're successful in everything you're trying to put your hand in because you work hard. You don't depend on medicine to carry you. You carry yourself and believe in God and work hard. And I want to take this opportunity here tonight to say thank you very much to all LPR friends, family, those of us who were supporting us during our time of grief, and even those who perhaps didn't know about it, but yet still believe in us, supporting us and praying for us. I want to thank all of you again tonight. I want to thank you very much because your presence here on LPR, your involvement with LPR, get us strong and get us moving. I want to thank you very much to all of the LPR family, those of you that contributed, like of Dr. Mali, our own sister Esther, the rest of the people. I want to thank you very much because whatever you gave made me to stay in public and not embarrassed, be embarrassed. I did what I could. Of course, it was a tough time, but traditionally, I can assure you that we in our own area will be regarded. This funeral that just happened for my son will be regarded as one of the best, if such thing exists, because of the support we got from family and friends all over. I want to thank you. I also want to thank the members of the Tour family from Tour Town. All of you that are watching tonight, and might be watching later. I want to thank you all of. I want to say thanks to all of you because it was a very, very, very successful program, and we did our best to carry it. However, as a board chair of the Liberal Public Radio, just coming from Liberia, yeah, I am the board chair of this radio station, and I want to say to all of you that the fact that I'm here, I'm back, this station moving forward, my position as the board chair should be and must be announced every night, proclaimed into this is one of the decree that I'm putting forward. In my Tabata decree, this board chair name must be announced every time whether Mr. So comes on or any other person comes on. The board chair name must be announced as a real board chair of the Liberal Public Radio. Sis Kodu, thank you very much. On a very serious note, thank you for your involvement. Thank you for your prayer, and thank you for everything that you did. Your contribution was very, very much welcome and was utilized effectively. And because of you and the rest of the people, we were able to stand in public in a hot sun and beat our chest, those who were going to bury our son. But we did that because we know we have friends and family behind us. And I want to thank you very much. However, new rules starting tonight. Nobody come late. You come late, the door is closed. Except for those who support President Wakai, the door is already open, always open. But you're not supporter of us, and you're not part of us, Mr. So take it away.
Didn't I say it? I mean, I saw that guy on the school of Tabata. He graduated. I think he got a cum laude or whatever it is, magna cum laude. All right, Lebo, thank you. We are glad that you're back safely. That's what's going on, and actually we appreciate and all of the analysts here, people who are always here, kept the touch burning, and to our many supporters, follower, and who does say that? I said that you call my supporter, my supporter, my follower. You did a part the last few days. We're just serving community. And Dr. Madi, good to have you. Kato, the queen of LPR. Good evening. Always, what this guy is doing? That how you want to tell that that somebody decree 88? It went more than PRO. Can you imagine somebody after? You know, this is unbelievable. He gets a first day now. He just shoot everything down the hill after talking to people. However, he come with decree 88. I hope you not some of those Guinean that cross over to Lofa and stuff like that. Okay, guys, good evening. Good to have you. Dr. Mari, good to have you. Kato, good to have you. Lpr will say welcome. Let's get the conversation going. This evening. Dr. Mari, I want to say thank you so much. You see, he didn't call your name. And let me just tell him, all his ally on this network, they already they denouncing, right? You were here the other day. Kato King, Kato, Lpr man, I'm not correct. Moses King, Moses. Moses and not dealing with it, man. Terry over the Remiser giver. So I don't even know who he hurting him. He hurting himself because all his
don't put my name in your thing you're talking. Please. I've never said anything against the
Dr. Mare, you were saying the other day and what
no.
he left. I'm gonna play the tape.
Yeah, play.
CEO, you gotta be careful now. You know, at time when Jesus not around, too many things happen, and when he appear, a different thing happen again. So you gotta be careful.
Because you start threatening people, can you imagine? Somebody stays away. Koto, let me ask Koto. You call this guy here ending his end statement here. He telling us thank you. He telling you thank you. I'm not even sure what he doing it out of honesty. The next thing, why will you come in little just a mini inch late and he making that kind of proclamation? Don't you think that he's the one you are talking to? You don't think so?
No, I wasn't the one. Good evening to you all. And I want to say, thank God for safe arrival. I'm so glad you are back because to make such a trip. And I was following all of the ceremonies, that you guys really carry on. The real tradition, when I saw it, I was like, wow, that was just great, you know. And, that it tells me that people still, remember their tradition. And I saw you, carry on and putting your son to rest with following all of the normal traditions that, we can conduct. I want to say, thank God for you. And, I don't want you to think that I already felt bad that what I gave was not enough, but deep down in my heart, you know, it wasn't anything really that I made, but I'm glad that you accepted it, you know. But I want to say thank you guys. I'm always happy to be in your midst. And thanks, to our listener and those that come to share our time here. Even though some we hit our heart, some we split it over us. But, it's nice being here. I know. I get something to say before you leave. Something. I beg you, Mr. Toad. Let me just say, Mr. So.
No, but the one I said for you, what you say, you don't agree with me what he said?
No, he's
The
not saying it
lady,
against
she
me.
said she got
Not
something to say. Will you please try to start? You know, you guys, the conservative, you got about 2 more years to enjoy yourself. Specifically, you got less than a year because we're going to be in control. So please let the lady speak her mind.
Oh,
thank you. Thank you. You know
I
that
came
one.
with
Like,
that comment. Go ahead, Amber.
thank you, Mr. Toad. You know, I actually something is bothering me, and it got to me today that it today, and then right after it, we saw the loafer thing. And, you know, it comes to me, it's good that the both of you are from Grand Chile. I listened to one of your representatives today. I might not grab his name because when I came in, his name has already gone, and I grabbed the clip that he was playing and talking about how the Burkinabes are in Grand Chile. And you know, it broke my heart. And what he said, I was like, it was sad. You know, I was sad that he made that remark that you guys are sitting here, they are sitting there as representatives and senators. Then he's saying publicly that the people are overtaking the county and they cannot do anything about it. Are you kidding me? From his own mouth, he's saying that. Is that what you guys sitting and happening? And you guys doing nothing about it? A sitting representative saying that there is nothing you guys can do about it? It's sad. I thought I could really bring this up. And you know, I want to take this time to thank those guys, the Lofians today, those boys that sacrificed their life, those men and women that sacrificed their life today. You know, to have sorry to that they stood against the aggression from the Guinean, because that was is completely aggression. There is no time in your life you will take, even international relations. You should never take your flag and come and plant it in the next man country. It's a declaration of war. And I'm so proud of the young men and women that stood up today without arm. And sometimes to know, you know, your right or to resist evil, you don't have to go and take arms or take any form of aggression to carry them on. But the fact that they stood there today to show to the Guineans that they were nationalistic, I was so proud of them. Though it was risky what it did, but it shows that they were nationalistic today. They did not go there showing any party sentiment. They were there as Liberians. And you know, tears rolled down my eyes because when I saw first that, when I first saw that, I was tearing like, why should that happen? But then when it came and did that raising of the flag and then sang that national anthem and make sure those people left that place, even if they come back and anything else happen, man, I mean, they fought a big fight. You don't have to take ammunition or tone of war to really fight for your right. I think they did the best thing today to have proved to themselves that yes, we are Lofians and we are the land owner, because according to them, they were like, this is our place. In fact, we gave you people independence. We're supposed to be selecting areas to own, but you will that you we give privilege to, or we select independence for you, and you're not coming to claim land. And I think that was just marvelous, you know. Thank you, Mr. So, for letting me to just spew this out. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's what this network is all about. I don't know. I didn't listen to it. I'm not sure who that representative is. It representative or senator? Representative?
A representative, yeah, he was a representative, but I
Is that a
didn't get
form?
his name yet.
Okay, maybe. Well, we'll check with our guys there. I never had a chance to see it. Terry, thank you. Good to be to have you here. All what you said, I've already made a pronouncement. Hopefully, you said will speak for yourself. Whatever happened in the past, you're switching to the moderate. Dr. Mali,
Yes, sir.
Good to have you here. I don't know. I don't know. Decree 88A. People are taking us in the days of the People's Redemption Council. These are the disciples and the surrogate of the rescue. They've tried to mix, they are confusing us now, trying to bring Decree 88A to pass, to in the present again. This is fearful. So why do people came from across to that play there? They're from Guinea?
Yes, from Guinea.
Yeah, but CEO, I don't know. First of all, I want to welcome the laborer back and thank God that he had a successful trip. And we thank God that we're able to stand with him in time of grief. And I think this also should now open the way for us to jumpstart what I call a welfare initiative of this platform that would be in the interest of members who have got fallen families somewhere, and we all can rally around that budget. It's a good idea. We live in a very difficult time now, and the only thing we have for each other is to rally around each other. So if we could also look into that direction, I think it would be a very good thing. And to also add to, hello, Menago, and to also add to what Mark Cotto just said, I think it like she was just reading my mind. I've been thinking about that thing today, but it's more than tears. What is happening right now, the encroachment of Liberian territory by aliens, as I will classify them to be, is a rare flag. This thing is going to bring about future war. We are overlooking it. It started with the people of Grand Jida, with the Burkina Faso sitting down there and burning their children. It's going to be a serious problem tomorrow. The encroachment of Guineans into Liberia territory is premeditated, it's intentional, it's well discussed. All right? Government would need to pay serious attention to this thing. Because I see now it's like our leniency as a society is deepening, and we need to take a break. Our liberal approach to issue, we need to take a break. Or else very soon we'll find ourselves in a very peculiar situation in that country, because that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign at all. And the Guineans are having similar problem at Yekini, a border town with Sierra Leone. And all their fight is that wherever there are serial resources, they want to reclaim that place, even if the borderline are there. Because there's a river that bordering Guinea and Liberia, the Makona River, that is the boundary. The Guineans are aware, but they stay encroaching. This is not joke. It's a serious business. Like how the issue of Grand Jida, people just take it on a face value, just take it on a face value. That's a serious red flag that government, it needs government attention now and not later. And the army need to be sent to that place to flush those people out. It's nothing of leniency. The people got to be flushed out, or else the people, they're going to consolidate, they're going to born children, they're going to own that piece of land. The next thing they will start trying to think about annexing that land now to Burkina Faso. The war start, but then Some of us will be 90-year-old and 95 or 100-year-old, and we'll tell our great-grandchildren that we said this thing many times. But it's a serious red flag, CEO. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Collins.
Yeah, I want to say great thanks and appreciation to the Libra. Thank you, Libra, for coming. And we have been with you in prayers, and we understand what you went through was heavy. We saw all of the videos, and I know the burden to go back Liberia and bury your son was very heavy. But we want to thank God that you was able to accomplish that venture successfully, and you are now back on course. We still want to say our sympathy and sorrow again, for all of what you went through and still going through. We pray that God give you restoration, as you return back home. Yeah, and also to the panel, Sis Koto, Dr. Male, and the examiner himself. We want to thank God for all of what is happening in Liberia today. Was a very tragic scenario, and I don't want to agree with Dr. Male in all of what he said concerning this. This is a scenario with a particular military arm of, is a junta leadership. We all know how the man became president. The only thing is, it is our government responsibility to protect her citizens and the sovereignty of our state. So I think that the government need to put her foot down to address the issue rapidly, because this is unacceptable. This is not a Burkina Faso coming to take over the country. This is not the Fula people coming to take over. This is not the Lebanese people coming to take over the country. No. This is Guineans, our neighboring country that have been there for years. But we all know that the leadership in Guinea now, how the guy became president, we saw it. So obviously that kind of leadership or that kind of personality will always have plans and have his own agenda. And I think the government needs to take a hold of that. I'm disappointed in the government, not just JMB government, but in the Liberian government as a whole. From early time, they were only able to get 200 military personnel. 2,000. What is 2,000 military soldiers? Look at the military. Look at the military fleet that was our own military display, the parade due to Flag Day when they were on Flag Day parading. Is that all we got as a military? To protect the state. I think we have a fragile country. I think we are very vulnerable and exposed. And I think a junta leader in Guinea would definitely try to take advantage of that opportunity. This same scenario happened to Sierra Leone. Liberia is not the only is not the only case study here. My own disappointment is that why is the government not prioritizing a vibrant security force? Because if these people move to our land, that means that they were organized in doing what they did. Our military soldiers do not just move into another country and host their flag. Just like that, military soldiers are always in a command post. They are always under, this is not rebel time. These people are under authority, they honor a command. So if they left from under the command post and moved into another country, that means they were giving order. So the question comes to mind, even though the president said that there was a diplomatic intervention that made it to bring down the flag and we'll put our flag back. But will these soldiers be penalized for what they did? Did they do it without the acquiescence of the leaders or the commanders? Will they be co-martial? All of those things we need to know. Because you can't say, oh, you just call and the people brought the flag down, the people left with no action taken. There's a threat on another state, on the land of another state. So will there be consequences? That is what I hope to, that is what I'm praying to see.
Okay.
And I hope to, so.
All right. Dr. Male, when we talk about people, these people who don't have even could document these aliens, these people that are causing problems to go to jail. And you have the Terry, the Moses, the Cotto, the Liberal. He said, "We like better, yeah, yeah, we are now." Uh, the gentleman from Delaware.
Sir,
Good evening. Good to have you here.
good
Yeah,
evening.
but CEO, before the security analyst just chip in, let me just squeeze a little thing in. I have been doing my own assessment in Liberia and paying a whole lot of money to get some information. But I have come to the conclusion that the generation of the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s better understand the ramification of Liberia and its neighbor as compared to the generation of the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. They are completely cut off. Completely cut off. You see, so I notice this generation rather focus on something right beneath their legs. They don't know some of the implication. You see, land encroachment bring about war. It may not be in your generation, but it happens. So the generation of the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, they are causing serious problem in Liberia right now. And we got to pay attention to that generation there because they are adding to the problem in our country too much. Thank you.
Okay, let me bring in Libra here. Moses for coming here. Libra, it's good to have you back here. Thank you for being here. Here we are. I think Koto lay out, and that's the fact. We talk this whole Burkina Faso thing here. Own family members, and I mean, it creates a lot of whole bala and all the kind of stuff here. But what we got? I want to thank Roland, our own national correspondent. He's back in Zulu Whiskey. He was on a special assignment during the week in Monrovia, from Zulu to Monrovia, 3 or 4 days. But he has safely arrived in his route. Be back this evening. Roland, I want to thank you for the enormous sacrifices you continue to make. So, mostly I want to be coming to you here. Libra, I know you are a very guy who looks around. I know you observe what a lot of stuff in your own town, right? What is because anybody you talk to now at the Burkina meeting? What did you see there for yourself? If you didn't even go anywhere, town will be a living testimony of other things that happen in nearby village and town.
Again, thanks, Mr. So and the panelists. Thank you guys very much for holding on this program from time to time. We really appreciate it. I also want to thank Roland Harris here, who was one of those that covered the program in total. Roland, thank you very much. Your commitment to not just the Black Bro Public Reader, but to your fellow men, eyewitnesses, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Mr. So, you played something earlier where I proclaimed it be the chief of Tabata.
Oh.
However, I think this visit that just occurred, although it was not intended to be that, but the fact that I was there, I was able to observe some stuff, and it has somehow change, no, not quite change, but moderate my position a little bit. In other words, I am a little bit evolving. Let's put it this way. Mr. So, what I do know is that people watch, even in your own house. Whatever you do in your house, your kid watches. And they try to pick up from little things in there. Liberia and Liberian have some serious problem. And the neighboring country watches us. We came in strictly because of politics. It has nothing to do with wives. We were not fighting because of wives. It has nothing to do with gold. Of course, turned out like later on. But there was not even involved. It was not even part of the problem. We were not fighting because of diamond. We were not fighting because of iron ore or rubber or timber. We were fighting because of politics. Things that perhaps should have been resolved among ourselves, but we refused. And in the process, we decided to use each other to degrade and damage the entire psyche of the Liberian people, from my perspective.
Mm.
As a result, we have people. I mean, when you go home and you sit down with people and they have conversation and they start passing by, oh, that man, you were this, you were on this side, he killed these people, and you see these people walking by each other, and yet still we are unable to resolve that among ourselves. People around us look at us. In fact, there was a video that going on the social media from that Ghanaian lady and said you are unable to even do something about people who killed each other. And now you're going to bring it to us at Ghanaian? We're not going to put up with that. They have no respect for us. Not that because we were not able to prosecute people, but they themselves were quite aware of those who, the perpetrator of this war. And yet we award them with positions. We award these people with millions of dollars. Guinea was watching. And Liberia is supposed to be the leader in a West African continent or part of that continent. Liberia is supposed to be one of the leaders in the democracy business. We destroy it. We say we're coming back. But we are unable to lift a finger against those who we ourselves recognize are perpetrator of this war. And so, Mr. So, I saw a lot. I watched a lot. And I will be from time to time be emphasizing on those things that I saw. Liberia, in order for you to be for that country to be taken serious, you don't have to employ 500,000, 600 million Liberians to be an army people for people to be afraid of you. Liberia have always had the history of a country, a people of law-abiding citizens. People used to leave from other countries in West Africa, all over Africa, I would say, to come and study Liberia, to come and go to school in Liberia. But what do we have nowadays? Sour. The people can't do it. They did it. They ain't do it for 6 years. That we come in and we're going to do it. When they put one light bulb up, the entire country celebrating. And you want people to respect you. But what these people did in Lofa, the young Liberians, for me, it's a sign of restoration. That all is not lost. That Liberia, yes, still believe in themselves. The government, whether it be President Waka government or whenever government, have to give the Liberian people the opportunity to demonstrate fully about ourselves. What was demonstrated quite recently by the Lofian. They were not defending the county. They were not there. If that thing had turned bloody, people were going to die. But they were not doing it because of Lofa County. They were doing it because of the flag of the Republic of Liberia. But yeah,
Okay.
we are. Hold on, Mr. So. I'm not here for Kumba here tonight.
No.
Mr. So.
You see,
We're not
see,
going to
now
go
what
through
you-
that.
you-
I am back. You got to let me finish my point. I am back. And now am I back? I'm the board chair. In fact, I have drank the water of Liberia, and so I'm double board chair. Let me let you know now. So I'm not here for Kumba here. You'll sit down here and you'll drink your Minnesota water. You'll sit down here and drink your the Delaware and Rhode Island and whatever places you'll drink. I come from Liberia. I got Pankana in my pocket right now. Pankana.
You see how people not fear God? They're talking to men of God from Minnesota. And you're drinking Minnesota water.
Let me finish my point.
But anyway, Jerry, I told you.
Let
You
me
know,
finish my point.
somebody told you that you have a crossover. So that why you talking? You see how
I'm just telling you guys that none of you can show me Pankana right now. I can show you Pankana in my hand if I want to. So let me just make one point.
What man?
Pankana.
What is Pakana?
You see? That's why we're going to ask you for a long-term birth certificate. You don't know what Pangana is? Then you say you're coming to talk for Liberia? But you're not serious.
People were quiet, were having a peaceful program.
Let me make my point. Mr. So, on a very serious note, and I will say this here on a very serious note to end. In order for us to understand, we have to deep inside. There are Liberians, many Liberians, that will be willing to work hard to make sure this country get back on its feet. But if you're going to pay people who are unable to stand up for us, they complain because their salary is being delayed. But yet still, kids are selling in the street of Monrovia.
You still selling that?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. So, don't turn into politics. Don't politicize my statement, please. My father have nothing to do with it. So please.
You see?
Yeah,
So I can't ask God.
No, you can't. I know your question. I know your type of question. I'm just telling you. Mr. So, there's going to be a lot of people will hear from me. The country, as far as I'm concerned, on this president, and I'm not trying to politicize the issue of Liberia, but I'm being very truthful. It's getting better. If you were to compare, and I will do so because I have videos, you will find out that things are, whatever position you find yourself, whether sedition or unity party, you will find that as a Liberian, things are getting there.
Thank you. I gotta go to Moses. Come on.
Mr. So, who running the show today? You or me?
You what?
Who running the show? You or
No,
me?
man, you just come from Tota, you brought Pakana. We even know where Pakana is, and you want to Koto even know what you're talking about. I even know. You come to. I mean, this is.
I say I don't know about Pagana. I ain't Pagana.
All right, that part that was see guy.
We make Pagana in low farm.
The man came and lashing at this man of God and all of that. What kind of man is this? Well, you can hear, you can feel. Okay, thank you so much, Lebro. Look, you know this whole Burkina thing here, but we're going to talk. Okay, Moses.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you.
Take us into the security world, the actual implications. Let's remove this politics and all of that. That's not the first time we've seen these things happen. I don't know where this sort of bravery comes from that people in uniform of another country, like Terry said, and yet I don't know whether they crossed or the Wabala or whatever they did, and hosted their flag. Like we have taken this land, and I agree with. I more than agree with Terry. These people, it's not in isolation that we can stay. They are not like people. They were not wearing like civilian clothes to say maybe a group of disgruntled
military,
all of that, but they were in full military.
Military, yes.
So how we got to this point? Now,
well, Mr. Stowe,
I don't know whether we need to have a peace conference now with that peace hall that is being built. Is this something that people were forecast that okay, something will come, we need to have a peace hall and all of those kind of things? But I mean, it's ridiculous. I think something needs to be done. It needs to be discussed at the highest level. It has to stop.
Well, I don't want to be all over the place. First of all, let me say welcome to the Liberal. He's back. And we know that the Liberal Progressive is back from his action. And what he said that really caught my heart is that he's evolving since he went in and saw a lot of things. Let me today agree with, the earlier statement of Dr. Mali. And also, you see, history tends to repeat itself if people are not mindful and look at the history. Before we got to this point, we know that the Frontier Force was created after a serious fight between the Lofians and the Guineans. They were looking to take all that part of. If Lofa had not stood the ground, the Lofians had not stood the ground, Guinea would be all the way in Bon County. It was the result of defending those borders when the people did not even they didn't even think about it, that they decided to put the frontier force together and included all brother-in-laws that are called Nokos. That's how the military started in Liberia. Let's fast forward to today. The security implication is very severe because of the fact that these people watch us, and we have former leader that said that they can't prosecute nobody because we're all brothers and sisters. During the civil conflict, we had something that was nothing like other civil conflicts. Brothers were killing brothers. Friends were killing friends. Children were killing parents. And that's how bad it was in Liberia. So when we talk about reconciliation, that's not going to happen overnight. And people think it's going to happen like that. The first thing is that our military don't have the capability at this point because we're weak. And it was done by design, in my own estimation. When you got ECOWAS there for 12 years and you neglect your own military, and as soon as President Weah takes over, ECOWAS leaves. This is the remnant of what happened by design. When we're coming from a war where 80% of the people now in Liberia don't even know what happened before 1980. They haven't seen anything like the Liberal just said. People see like everybody dancing. That's the population we're dealing with. It will take a while. The Burkinabes are not only in Grenjide. I sent a video today. They're in Nimba County as well, in the forest, with no papers, and give a name of one person who brought them there, but the person can't be found. Coupled with the fact that these other military people came from Guinea. And like you said, if those people had not stood up, like the Reverend said also, and you see one thing that's happening in Liberia right now, everyone has a cell phone that can videotape. It's by the grace of God that those people could do that and get good reception. Most of the things happening now have been reported by civilians. That's why I always say civilians are the one who police our nation. Officers are there to enforce the law, but the civilians will police the country. And we need to look at our security apparatus and look at their responsibilities or their job description and see if we can begin to revisit. In every developed country, over a certain period of time, people go by and review policies and see, because time is evolving, they want to see whether the policy from 10 years ago is still applicable today. But I don't know if we're even going to review anything that has to do with policing, military, and whatsoever. With the advancement of this world in the 21st century, 2026, we're doing things that are remotely antiquated, but expecting to get different results today. So that's my thing. With the security, this has security implication, security threat implication all over it. And it's been ignored for a long time now.
Let's have a conversation here. And this is why you guys are. Look, Yvonne, sorry, there's no way. In fact, I fold my arm. There's no way I can welcome this man with open. This guy came here. He brought Decree 88 from Liberia and telling us what he's going to be doing, who's going to do this. I close him my arm. I'm not going to welcome him. He's here already. As long as he passed through ICE, they already welcome. Look, This is, I think, just all having this conversation, Terry, Moses, Dr. Mali, and the liberal is part of it. But I think there's a much bigger part.
Absolutely.
This is where, and that part, I'm waiting to see whether it will come to pass. These 103 men up the hill, they have different committees on intelligence and all of that, different. I'm waiting to see whether they're going to call the joint security to appear to get. I mean, there was a tip off, or what was the conversation to how we got to this point?
Are you suggesting that to them?
They're supposed to do it. But I'm wondering whether they will use their own. That's what they're supposed to do when these kind of things happen. That's why they are representing us, and those other people, they are appointees. They are the executives, so they're supposed to question them. Hey, Mr. Defense Minister, Mr. Chairman, Joint Security, blah blah. How we got to this point? Assuming a sort of incursion while we're being the fate of our people there.
Whew. Mr. So, it bothers me when I'm not looking to belittle those guys, but looking at the government, looking at those guys you're talking about in the House of Representatives and the Senate, how many of them can you identify anybody?
This is the time. I'm not here to
who has the guts to really bring that up?
Where you get a regime speaker there. This is the time the regime speaker should show his ability that he's a regime speaker. You get a hammer and it should do something. Okay? I think they need to do something. We need to know whatever we get, even get adequate information. Why happened? Liberal.
Yeah. Look, Mr. So, I am not member of Unity Party. I am member of a strong supporter of President Wakai. A couple of times I drove by President Wakai house. They don't even recognize me. They don't know me.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they don't know me.
But you said you don't know them and I know you. So why you want? Why you went for that? In fact,
your name is Wakai.
My name is Fire Wakai, but I went by there. They even say hi. Sir.
Oh, sister's missing this one.
But anyway, no other very serious.
Let me ask you one quick question before you talk. What happened with that sycamore tree right in Totan?
So there's no water inside in Totan that will allow sycamore tree to grow up.
What kind of tree was that right in the middle?
That's sycamore tree, a flower tree. That flower tree, when you want to kill goat, you wrap yourself, you put a goat around
that flower tree. I never saw a big flower tree at all.
No, but that flower tree had a history with us. Growing up in our place.
It's a serious thing going on though.
No, but let me. I will address that flower tree on my off day, Moses. But no, on a very serious note, Mr. So look. And that's why make me the political guru on this show. Quite recently, you heard Madam Salif, ice king, Liberians, and the legislature to allow constitution to be changed for Lebanese to become citizens. Look, on a very serious note, when I keep saying that, and I will say again, when the war ended, when those people came from Accra, Liberians, it doesn't matter what position you find yourself in, were willing to start all over. And I thought Madam Salib, the cancer experience she had with the Dole regime, and the kind of experiences she had with Mr. Taylor, I thought that she was going to come in and be the true Iron Lady that she proclaimed to be the first time. Her first term was very encouraging to many of us that followed. Until I watched one night, there was a lady that was given a contract. Excuse me. So that's supposed to. Excuse me, folks. I'm still in Liberia. That was supposed to be cooking for the police academy or the police people that were being trained. The next thing I found her friend, Madame Sally friend, came from America, and they took the contract from that lady and gave it to that friend to do the catering for the police academy people. I knew then we were in trouble. And those of us that used to peruse the social media, I started watching. They have another social media group they call TLC. I started watching the society people started burying people with the society uniform. I knew then we were in trouble. You're gonna bring society business, the Bugu man business back in Liberia? Then you're not serious. Then you're not serious. And immediately after that, we saw her and her family, goddaughter, godson, were being placed into position. Many of them have no qualification. Mr. So, what is happening to Liberia now? I can assure you, from my own perspective, that if we don't address these things among ourselves, it doesn't have to go with any other thing. If we don't respect each other, if we don't come together as Liberians, we will find ourselves back into the same old day. You know, the next thing that coming, forget about the Guinean. The next major issue for any other president 2029, the land issue in Liberia. It's what these foreigners are going to use to penetrate us and take control of that country, Mr. So. The foreigners are buying land through Liberians. There's a group of Nigerians right now. There's a place they call Johnsonville, where the guys proclaim acres of land, breaking people's houses, not the government, mind you. Individuals say he owns the land and going around with bulldozers breaking people's houses. How long can they
Is he
do
doing
that?
it by him? He doing it by himself, or he get a court order?
Well, court order, of course. But how soon before a bulldozer driver
Well, no, but then
fall down and don't get up? How soon?
yeah.
It's just a matter of time. You cannot and will not allow people to sit there and spend thousands of dollars, build a building, and then you say that's your land. And then you go and break people's houses down. This is what's going to hunt Unity Party come 2029. They go and say the people, the government land, you stay on there. We got to move you. They move them. They don't put anything up. The place become vacant. And you expect these people to come and vote for you next time? It's an issue. But that's besides that. That's politics. Let's get back to this here, Mr. So. What is happening in Grand Jida County with respect to Burkinabe? In my own town, town, some of my cousins next door to my father's house, the house I was sleeping in, there were people in the next building speaking Burkinabe in the French, and I don't understand none of that. But I'm not going to question them. What I know, they stay out of my land. That's all it is. But the issue is the people who are running these counties, they are not making any kind of noise to stop these people from stop these things from happening. Burkinabe coming in 20 years from now, they're gonna get kids. What are you gonna do? You will tell them, say, what's your long-term birth certificate? It's not gonna happen. So we ourselves, first of all, must respect each other and then have a hard conversation. Because if I respect you, I will expect you that when I'm having a hard conversation with you, you will listen to me because you know I respect you. That I'm not having this hard conversation with you because of envious and hate. That I'm coming from a position of truthfulness and respect. And so I will expect you to listen to me. That's just human nature. But if I don't respect you and you don't respect me, anything I say, it means nothing. And lastly, Let me give you another one. Back in the 80s, there was this guy from Grand Union County, Sam, I forget forgetting his last name. But another PRC man called Jacob Swain.
Yep.
And this guy accused Jacob Swain of being a scapegoat or something like that. And Jacob Swain went to the barracks with Kumba and the rest of the people and said, yo, yeah, what the man who from Grand Union with your main police, something, he called me scapegoat. I said, what do you mean by that? How do you call PRC? He said, I'm a scapegoat. And these people, the PRC member, they came from the barracks to try to disgrace this guy. Until one of them said, but wait a minute, they call him Collie. Abraham Collie. He said, what name call? He said, they call me scapegoat. You not see me eating kasali. You not see me eating kasawa here before the man call me scapegoat. Do I know that goat? And they were getting ready to flog the guy. He said, no, but wait a minute. They're not bad English there. True story.
Yes, it is true story.
True story.
Yeah.
So Liberians, we have to now. For granted, these are PRC members. Many of them just 6th grade students. But those are things that happen in a country when people expectation is so low of each other.
The minimum.
So low of each other that whenever I come out and say something, they believe it. And so, Mr. So, we got a long way to go. But the Libra is back. And all of you that welcoming me back here, I want to thank you all. We will have fun. We have this time around. This time around.
I gotta go to Terry.
Mr. So, the Libra is on the floor. The Libra is on the floor, and I'm the board chair. You know that. The real board chair now, to be honest. Okay. But let me just say this here before Terry Collins comes. Mr. So, this time around, I'm not gonna come here and just talk. I have before video, Samson too, and after video. Those are things you're gonna compare. And now tell me, who coming by? You with a plugger hole, or you with a smooth road? Oh, Mr. So, we got this thing. It's under control. It's under control. Go ahead, Terry, take it away.
A rescue too?
Yeah.
Rescue 2, take it away, please.
So, Mr. So, totally disagree with the panel tonight. The 3 great men in the house, especially my papi that is back, the Libra. In Ivory Coast, I totally agree with Madam Sirleaf that we should make, we should do away with that Negro descent Tabata thing because it not helping us. There are ways you can institute laws to curtail how many lands a Lebanese man can buy and how many property he can own. Just how you got the law that say you can be a Liberian even if you're an American citizen, that law that have been repealed, that you can be a Liberian even though you're an American citizen, but you cannot vie for any political office, which means it restricts you from holding certain positions that will give you more leverage based upon your proximity or your financial strength. We can do that with foreigners, but we cannot continue in the 21st century, 2026, as a country that is claiming citizenship in country like America that we claim is a racial country. In our own country, we're telling the white people, say, because of the color of your skin, you cannot be citizen. Then why should the white man make you citizen in that country? Why? That is primitive. That is mediocrity. I don't support that. Ellie is 100% right. You can be claiming citizenship in another man's country, then you claim that you are not racist. But you say to your countrymen, to the people in your country that once you white, you can't become citizen, you can't own nothing in the country. Then what kind of human being are you?
Mr. So,
you are
I need to
racist.
interrupt.
No. You're not gonna. Terry is speaking. You can't interrupt Terry. Terry, go ahead.
How can you speak against racism in America when you claim that in your country nobody should be citizen once you white man? What are you talking about? Then why you should kind and say racism? You don't have the standing to talk about racism yet. Number two, the total population of Burkina Faso in the Ivory Coast is 1.5 million. They're seeking refugee. They are refugee. Most of them are refugee because of the tabata that is going on in Burkina Faso. Every now and then, coup regime change. They move over to Ivory Coast. Are they causing instability there? No. Because why? The government there is mature. Your government is responsible to provide safety and protection for our citizens. It is your binding responsibility.
Okay.
Do not be mediocre and say, oh, you know what? Oh, these are the people truly can. And the Fulanese. Do you know the Fulanese are around 30 to 45 million across West Africa? Do you know how many countries in West Africa Fulanese are tribal people there? And they are not causing havoc there. Why should we make this thing about foreigners trying to come encroach on our land so that they can stay off on the country and kill everyone and take over our government? How possible can that be? Is that the case in other West
Very
African
possible.
countries around you?
No, please. That's not how we're gonna do it here.
That mentality does not put us in a right economic position for us to harness future economic dividend. That mentality is mediocre and it limits our capacity of progress.
Thank you. Never. You can't do that. In as much you come with a dictatorship, these are some of the things we're talking about. You all get me here. Hold your peace, fold your hand, get your glass of juice. You start with the juice already. Get your juice. Let me bring that's Mali. I want to get independent voice in this thing.
What independent? All right, go ahead. Better y'all independent or independent? Go ahead, let's hear it.
Yes, first of all, it is sad that this generation has forgotten its historical roots, is being completely disconnected. The issue that is happening in Lofa County now and the issue that is happening in Grand Jide.
That's why it can't work here. It will not happen here.
These are all seditions.
The issue, what is unfolding now in Grand Jide, it will be like the ongoing drug crisis. The drugs problem started from somewhere. The journey started somewhere. That was almost more than 20 years ago. It started to manifest strongly now under Joseph Boakai. Now what's going to happen to the land issue in Liberia? You see what happening? It will not be Joseph Boakai era anymore, but it will be under another president when if it is not put under arrest right now. But let's digress a bit to Helen Johnson Sirleaf says. The question of people that defending Helen Johnson Sirleaf, here is my question to them. Helen Johnson has been around for a very long time. She served as president of the Republic of Liberia for 12 unbroken years. When the thought came to her mind, when she never had a thought for 12 years to push the document through Parliament. You see some of the terrible political deception we are talking about. People's legs are already in the grave. Then they want to manufacture problem and leave it with the young generation. That is totally unacceptable, right? You can't do that. You can't play that kind of game. Because if we don't take care already what's happening in Liberia now, already, in the absence of even declaring the Lebanese or whosoever color citizen, look at what's happening in Liberia right now. Those guys are running the system right now. All right? Neither talk about declaring them citizen. You know what you'll be talking about? You will have no country. In fact, the plantation thing that happened in slavery in America, it will be done and I will be slave now to the white skin. We'll all be slaves. Already, we are already semi-slaves. We will be a total legitimate, a bona fide slave now to those people. You are bringing Africa into the picture. Ofwe Bonja brought in that strategy for the people to develop that country. The people brought a lot of factories, a whole lot of stuff. He made them citizens, he incorporate them. Okay? Fulani man, that sharp, the investment, sharp factory to incorporate indigenous. The Lebanese man, he been in our country more than, I don't know, I don't even know when. Or let's just say since 1944. All right, because I can't account for 1847. All right. So the question now is, up to today, what kind of investment have they brought to Liberia? Up to present, what kind of investment? Besides adding to the problem to proliferate corruption, what kind of investment? What is the factory? How many factories a Lebanese man having in Liberia? Besides improving himself, getting the US dollar, and rebuilding Beirut. After the Israeli put it on, I mean, the Israeli dismantle it, they collect from all and go build. They collect from all and go build. And they treat our people and abuse them. They're making them citizens. You know what you're talking about? That would be the end of the road for the indigenous people in that country. And besides that, here is the danger. The people already control when Charter were in power, according to sources. The Lebanese were the Bank of Liberia. They brought in guns to even help. All the drugs business, the Lebanese, they're all inside. All right? The people abuse your citizen. They go and bribe your coat and go scot-free. So where was Helen Johnson sitting 12 years ago? She couldn't pass this law. You see some of the double standard and deception from that old lady there. She want to push something now. Her one leg is in a grave. She's not thinking about the war crime code where she got to go get some few answers. She want to leave problem with us now. Then we're fighting among ourselves. Then she resting in peace. That's unacceptable. All right, she's a double standard woman. That thing is unacceptable. And it's going to bring war in our country. I can tell you that.
All right, thank you so much. Liberal, let's see you.
Thank you,
I will remove myself for 10 seconds.
No, make yourself 1 hour. Remove yourself for 1 hour. I'm in charge.
No, you're not in charge, Liberal. You have not taken over officially yet. So the co-host is going to oversee this process.
The board have already voted.
No, the CEO told me that the board is under suspension for some investigation.
How can a CEO suspend a board member or board chair?
Because the board member, only one person constitutes the board member, and that's illegal.
We have the overwhelming support. Control is working on the financial aspect to make sure that the board chair. She want to do a report. She back now, so she can do a report now.
Well, thank you. You can go ahead and excuse yourself. We'll let you come back.
Yeah, 10 seconds. Let me take care of something.
Yeah. So let me just say this here. If you leaving, if it's not going to cut my mic off, that'll be fine. But let me say this.
We don't do that, Libra.
What, Dr. Mali, what your position tonight? You say you are co-host. You left your man hanging here for almost 1 year. 1 year.
No, that history is subject to improvement.
They're ready for me tonight. Look where you put Dr. Mali. What? Yeah, okay. But no, it's on a very serious note. Let me just say this here, Terry. Why
the mic is off?
You see? My mic off, right?
No,
can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, the mic is off.
Okay. Terry, you can hear me?
You are right. The mic is off.
We hear you, sir.
Your mic is clear, Libra. You can hear you clearly. Maybe say Scott can hear us.
I think that the security
but we hear you clear.
No, I can't hear you.
You got to go and come back. Yeah, let her go and come back in.
Okay, Moses, can you hear me
But I
now?
can't hear him either.
Can you hear me now?
Let Moses
Can you
go
guys
and
hear
come.
me?
Yeah, we can hear
I'm
you. So
hearing you,
go and
Libra.
come back.
No, me.
Yeah, you go out and come back.
Can you guys
We
hear me?
hearing you.
Yeah,
We hearing
we
you.
hearing you.
We hearing you
go
clear,
and
but
come
maybe
back.
you're not hearing us.
Who, me?
Yeah, we hearing you. We hearing you.
I can't hear Libra. I'm hearing you.
Okay,
Then go and come back in.
Tell him to go and come back.
Molly, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
We can hear you. We hearing you.
No, he can't hear me either. I can't hear him either. All right.
Okay, then go
Okay,
and come
go
back.
and come
But
back.
let me make my
Okay.
point. Let me make my point.
Let's
So,
see.
Terry, yes, you're quite correct. However, and I will say something here that perhaps might not sit well with many people, but I'm the liberal. I'm entitled to my views. If you were to look back in the days of slavery, okay? In fact, I will not even go that far. Moses, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I will not even go that far. Let's go back in the 60s and let's go into your backyard. In the 60s, when the African American were then called Negro then, when they were trying hard to be recognized in the country, it was the pastors, the white pastors, the churches, the churches that were there cutting their legs from underneath them. Only a few white pastors were willing to sacrifice and march with them. The Southern pastors, the Southerners, were there. Segregation today, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever, they claim. Were we not the same African? Have our DNA changed since the 60s? People in this country are still fighting to be recognized. African Americans are still fighting to be recognized. Not because you have President Barack Obama. It's because of President Barack Obama became president. That's why we have Donald Trump. Because they want to pay back. Terry, we are very aware of the situation here in this country. Don't get me wrong. Not every white people are like that. In fact, some of us gain our education because of the help from white citizens of this country. Believe in us and decided to push us to pursue higher education. So I'm not faulting all. But let's go back to Liberia. And I will say this to you, Terry. America is sophisticated enough to allow people to challenge the system through the court system. If I feel discriminated against, I will go to court. And if I have a good lawyer, most likely, and can prove my case, I will win. Let's go back into 1970, 78, 77, 76, 77, 78. There was a guy back in 1976 specifically. There was a guy, I don't know if you heard him, they call him Barry, Center Street. I was a store boy right on Benson Street at the time. The guy was killed by two Lebanese. They say he stole candy. And they used the tip of a hamburger to pull the candy for his throat and kill him. And these people were arrested. They were taken to court. If you don't know that today, this was a downfall and the part of the reason why people like Jean AAPL was killed on the floor. Those people, they were released and flown out of Liberia. The point here is this. Liberia is yet to be that much sophisticated to allow a true justice system. If you go to court, and it's among ourselves, if you have money, It's a saying people believe. And I'm not saying that's true, but that's the belief in the country. That if you pay your way through the court system, you will win your case. These people that you are claiming that perhaps need to be citizens, and if we do not make them citizens, then we have no right to claim citizenship in a white man country. This is not a white man country. This is a brown man country. The white people, they are just a visitor as I am.
Libra, your time is up.
No, I'm getting ready to take control of this show right now. Put you guys and pack you in the garage. So I mean, that very yeah, but that Dr. Malley, who made you, Dr. Malley?
If I'm out, he's acting.
No, you're not acting anywhere. Dr. Malley, that's where you guys belong. Let me do this here for both of you right now. So, yeah, we can't have you guys.
Lpr is back.
We can't have you guys we can't have you guys trying to manipulate the show with your conservative idea. I'm trying to educate my young brother here, you guys. But Terry, on a very serious note, Mr. So, let me make my point.
How many points
Mr. So, will you please let the liberal speak his mind? I have not had this type of opportunity.
We're not responsible. They're doing this. They're not storytelling here. They're Peter Bala.
Can I finish my point, please? Terry, being disturbed on the show is the work of the conservative. We know that. But let me just say this here, on a very serious note. If you make these people citizens, they have money. These are people that were treating us with LPA. I don't know whether you remember. You don't even know what an LPA is. These are
he didn't know that. He didn't know LPA.
These are people. These are people that when you get paid, they take your check from the finance ministry
and they give the balance
before they give you something.
Terry,
these are not people you will give citizenship to. You do that, and you do it at your own detriment. Some of us are getting off the stage, and you, Terry, will be the leader tomorrow.
The Terry man, the man you get completely liberal.
Mr. So.
The LPA, don't give it
I wanted to just comment on what Terry's,
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, sis. I'm in charge now.
Yeah, I heard Terrence is saying that for some of us or other countries that we have come in, we have claimed citizenship. Even as a citizen here, have you owned a land in America here? There is no one here owning a land in America here.
Nope.
Even as you carry on your mortgage, even at completion of your mortgage, you stay paying tax for the place you have the house. So you don't 100% own a house, even in this country. So people get aware of, placing the terminology as a citizen, but the citizenship actually is just a nomenclature that, yeah, you are a citizen, but there is limitation somewhere. Besides, they have care area so much that many are can occupy. Can you easily go in other area and work as waterproof coating, like accountants, manager easily, besides the healthcare system? Because these are area, human service area that they need us. They need us to really take care of, their old people or their sick people. So the privilege is given. And because they need us, we have to do that. Then that avenue is open. They consider it as citizen. But you are limited in so many ways. We have a country that is, look at the population of Liberia. Up to this time, I don't know whether we have gone to 6 billion. 9. Lemai is small. Then you go and open it up to people who can just come and clean almost a big portion. Right now, as we are, areas that we live, like I have a place that at least that I was doing my business. the people that I took that place from to lease, don't you know right now they are making negotiation for a fuller man to come and buy that place because the fuller man is bargaining to pay more than what I'm paying to them. So those are things that we're looking at. If you are seeing it, I worked with the Lebanese people before. I used to be the accountant of Mama Point Hotel. Those people, we never save money in the account. The moment we were depositing a check, there was a transfer check following that check that we're depositing. So as the money is coming, that is going back to Lebanon.
It's a Beirut.
So we saw some of these things. So if we come up and saying that right now, it is not a situation where we can open up, because Liberians, what I see, Liberians are not even capable. If we have people capable Liberians, or we get rich Liberians, we get many rich Liberians, we can do that. But how many rich person that you can call in Liberia? We don't even have good 5 or 10 person we can even call 1,000 years before we talk about millionaires. Even our very representatives and our lawyer, like Mr. Sibley was saying, most of them are compromised because people pay extra money to them to fight their case. We heard a case of what Mr. Toll was saying, and this is the fight. These are things that are going on right among us and even in our surroundings. So I think that, I don't know, we can work on it to come in the future. I know we are not just going to limit it completely, but we can do it now until we are, at least, we have potential Liberians. Many Liberians are millionaires that they can, take control of their lands in Liberia than to do that. Right now, you see many people going there, people who are squatting. Liberian, not many Liberians can even afford a land before building a house. Many are squatters. And as they are squatting, people come to claim their lands. And they have to evict them. They don't even have places to live. So what we could do, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I think it is not the right time for that. That's why I thought I could add it. It's not the right time. Let Liberians be capable of establishing companies, and absorbing, Liberians and making them potential, Then of course we can say, okay, let's compete with them. But for now, we are not competing with them. You know why our forefathers put that clause in the law? It's to protect us. If they have been open, you and I today don't even have a place to own a land.
No,
but because that land clause is supporting us, I think let's keep it for now. Until maybe you and I, we are potential carrying going and establish companies in Liberia where we can compete with the Lebanese and Indians and whoever they are. Then at least we can absorb them as citizens.
No, but
and for the Burkinabes, I was saying that you were saying these people came in. I'm not saying that we were refugees, we went to other countries, but you saw in Ivory Coast, we were restricted. We were placed in a particular area. We were denied certain things to do. Even right in Guinea. Some of my family members that crossed there, they were limited. They could not farm in other people's area. I had one of my nephews that was jailed because they went to somebody's farm just to get some crops or something to eat. And they were caught there and put into prison. You were not allowed to go to people's farm. But here the people are loose. Okay, let's agree we want to keep them there. There should be some procedure put in place. Let them be identified and let them have at least what they call a card, identity card, where we can know them and where they can be given, I think, work permit that they contribute towards the Liberian, society. But you cannot just have them loose, and like what I heard from the representative today, they're just farming anywhere. You give them a chance, they will farm everywhere, and that whole place will be gone without a farmland. What become of the Grandidians there? We have to look at the future. This is the problem we have. We don't plan for the future. What become of our children tomorrow? And we say, okay, let us up them. Time come, our children do not have the mean, and they will be costing us tomorrow. Thank
All
you,
right.
Mr. So.
Dr. Mali, come in. We're gonna be out here. I got one video to play.
Yeah,
I think Moses has not spoken for.
I don't know whether you guys hearing me, but I'm not hearing you guys.
We hear you. Liberal,
we're hearing you. We hear everything you said.
Liberal say you're talking tapata, so you mute your line.
You got to go come back.
Moses, let's hear you.
Okay, gentlemen. I am just blown away by it. And I don't say it to disrespect Brother Collins and the Reverend and all of that, but I think to put it in a way that is not offensive enough to our brothers and sisters now in Liberia is that the history of our country in this generation, as Dr. Mali was saying, our people are not learned, they don't know about the history of our country and what some of us went through and what we saw. I'm a strong believer. I don't care, it's not about me because I'm very straightforward. The love of liberty did not bring me to Liberia. I'm a native of Liberia, a raw Loma man. Both mother and father are Loma people.
But you guys go.
I speak it very well, my brother. I grew up, I went there, I spent time.
Wow. You went there. You went there. You went there. So that means you're a Morea Lofa man.
I live in Lofa. I know I went to the farm with my grandfathers.
Oh, you're going on with it with me tonight.
Let me just say that. I know all the things in Lofa County. But listen, sometimes I talk to people that say after being here over 40 years, you still speak Loma. And I surprise them all the time. The history of that country was what resulted to the coup and some of the suffering. Lebanese people have rights over some of us. Indian people have rights over some of us because they had the money. They were financially strong. Many of these people took advantage of the opportunity of open door policy, and the only president, I will say it again, that came in and started to put some of these things in place was William R. Tolbert. The people control the Wall Street of Liberia. You can't name me one Liberian millionaire. As a child growing up, when we said the men were rich, the men were in government car. That's why we all wanted to go and work for government.
Okay.
These are some of the things that you see. Now you come and call me up, Mr. So. Listen, we need to educate our people a little bit because many of our people, the population of Liberia is no insult, but they're very ignorant of the past. They don't even teach civics for Liberian schools anymore in our country. Just the basic civics for Liberian school to say what your citizens, what the responsibility of citizens, the responsibility of legislators, the responsibility of the executive. We don't even teach civics in Liberian schools anymore. And that is the problem when people sit down and talk about this, and people come in with individual thing and try to respond. In the great United States, this is a country of immigrants. It's not owned by the Europeans who came here. And when they came here as prisoners from Great Britain.
Are they still prisoners?
They're still prisoners.
Okay.
They are still prisoners.
This is so ridiculous.
No, seriously.
Right? This is so. You're giving people headaches. They
took slaves to build this country. But we still can't be
Look,
listening. That's why they're rounding up. That's why they're
co-host,
going and rounding up our people and shipping them and beating them and locking them up and shooting them.
okay. Why you have law? Let the law take their course. You
What
say,
law?
no, you're not getting no law in the country.
When they tell you, when you shoot somebody, the person ain't do nothing, you say, oh, the man was coming after us.
Well, that's part of the rescue plan. Let me bring in Dr. Malik. Look, Dr. Malik, what's going on with these guys here tonight? What
Dr.
happened?
Malik
no.
already spoke. Dr. Malik, what's wrong with Terry now?
You are not the one. You are.
Jerry
not
spoke, but listen,
There you go.
Mr. So,
Terry
Mr.
spoke.
So, I'm sorry. Are we having all things considered tomorrow?
They want you, I'm just trying to wash my hand, and the man came here tonight say he come and be dictator. So I don't know. You always still be with him?
No, but all things considered tomorrow, right?
Moses.
Because I gotta go. I got something I need to do.
Yeah,
And that's why.
tomorrow.
All
I'm
right,
telling
thank
you
you.
tonight, the liberal king, the liberal say he.
I have all my Una Tabata we'll talk about tomorrow.
When you want to be in the Tawata article club, then you join your man. Who can? But that's your money. I got a video here. Let me just play this video here, and everybody will get, because it's 9:48. We got.
I will see the video before I leave.
All right.
You're not talking.
No, I will not talk. I will talk about it tomorrow.
All right. Let's listen, and then everybody can do that closing remark and grab the nature of what he's trying to say and what is he projecting.
Those of us who are political leaders outside government and not in government have a responsibility to point out good things and point out bad things. When there are good things, we praise them. When there are missteps, we point it out so the government can perform in our interest. Last week, I was really taken back. I was angry, but I need to share my anger with the Liberian people. And what was I angry about? The president of Liberia in a cabinet meeting highlighted the fact that his cabinet ministers are not working. From our point of view, some cabinet ministers are working. When you speak generally like that, you sort of cast aspersion on everyone. Give a blanket judgment that even makes it difficult for those who are working hard to be motivated. If there are people in the government, in his cabinet, who are not working, fire them. Don't threaten to fire. That is governance. To threaten to fire is more domestic than you're talking to your children or children staying with you. It's wrong. That's not governance. Hey, they don't deserve notice. Nobody deserves notice in government to serve at his will and pleasure. The fact that some of them are not performing, he's keeping them, that means he is pleased with them. And that is slowing down Liberia's development. That's not governance. Honor Talbot will fire you. He will go to your office, you're not there, he will fire you. But more than that, there's something to point out. The president got on the radio and said he did not know about the FOIA project. Whoever started a FOIA project that he didn't know about as president should have been fired. The last thing is that people follow examples of their leaders. The president comes to work 11 o'clock, 11:30. When does he expect ministers to come to work? Because productivity depends on how long you stay at work. No, I'm not happy about that particular aspect. Fire those who are not serving the Liberian people properly. And you yourself should be a good example. Come to work early. Come to work on time. And the best way to be sure that you come to work on time, especially given the present age, is to move to that executive mansion. If it takes $5 million to fix the presidential floor, I think that is more urgent than the FOIA project. Let the president fix the presidential quarter and move there so that he can be more productive. Even in the evening, he can come to his office. That's what I want to tell Liberian people. I'm actually angry about it. That's not governance. 300,000 people didn't die in this country for us to be playing. Talking about, I will fire you. Threatening to fire, that's not governance. You got your intelligent people giving you all the information about the performance. Use the information.
Follow us. This is LPR, holding that accountable in their own words. Mostly, does he have a point?
I saw Moses say you are not talking.
No. He said we must get our closing statement.
Look, Pape. Your vacation over, we can still send you back to go chill out.
Yeah, let you go back.
You pass to the open house. Nobody notice you until you satisfy. You won't go back. Okay, let's wrap up here. Mose.
Yeah.
The guy, he talks a lot. Does he have a point?
I think he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. We said we've on this show many times. We said there are a lot of mishaps, and if it was in any other leadership, if we were in our circle, people would have been fired. There are a lot of things that have been embarrassment to the president of the Republic of Liberia. The scholarship issue.
No, hold on. Don't rush with embarrassment. Who brought that upon him? Who brought that on the president?
Who brought what on the president?
The scholarship issue. This scholarship is in the office of the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia.
And with the foreign minister.
Africa, ODS. Yeah. So who brought that on? Who brought the embarrassment?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What are you telling me?
I'm saying the perpetrators should have been terminated.
Who are the perpetrators?
The foreign minister.
Who is the foreign minister?
Why? Do I need to call her name? You don't know who the foreign minister is? The foreign minister was in cahoots with the scholarship with the people from Ghana, with this lady that went to Liberia. I'm giving you one incident.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about.
I'm just asking questions. Moving forward, as of tonight, hold on 1 second. As of tonight, anybody that told Tabata you will be held up until
we're not on witness stand. You got to know we're not on witness stand.
Yeah,
you're not a lawyer trying to
Mr. So. There are many incidents. There are many incidents that have happened in this government, and we thought actions were going to be taken. I put that thing. I sent those things to you guys today. Even the video, I sent it on the in the chat room. I even sent the video again. I resent the video of the guy who went and choked the president during the graduation ceremony. Hair should have rolled. Those things are unacceptable.
Okay.
If he finds out people are not doing the job, the due diligence, they shouldn't be there.
They shouldn't be there.
They should not be there.
All right.
And that's why I always made reference to William Arrow-Torba, because when he came in, he set a precedent. And that was going to be one of my top we're going to talk about.
Thank you
tomorrow.
so much. Thank you so much.
Y'all think you're not creative? When you look at the first show we had on the Professor Key thing, we have a case law now. And the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice has spoken.
Thank you.
That vocal languages would not be acceptable.
All right. Thank you. Terry, I am not going to be like the liberal who is the man of God, because you express your opinion, your view. This is how society is being corrupted. When you have people who don't honor or respect or honor other people's views, their opinion, that's what we have. But, that's your God. So, I mean, this is it's a rare line to see the kind of friendship that you're building on this network, whether you will still be the love of the liberal, love friends of the liberal. But look, Gongo said a lot of stuff. Should we give it 3 more years? It's still soon.
Well, it's in the purview of the president to decide who to fire, when to fire, and how to fire. The only problem I get with Honorable Gonglo's statement is that he's trying to bring Torba in comparison. Every leader have their own charisma. You don't compare President Boka with the late President Torba. President Torba had his own style of leadership.
I think that's
President Boka.
I think you are making a contrast.
Yes, that is what African politicians do. They change the goalposts always to try to pin the narrative, which completely contradict the actual meaning of the subject. And that is something that I don't think Honorable Gonglo should have said. He made a fine point that the president, that was his opinion, that the president need to fire people. Honorable Gonglo is not in the seat or the capacity of the president. The president is in a capacity wherein these people who he working along with, he know how those people got there. Even if it were Honorable Gonglo, I doubt that he would take actions that this president has taken in many regards. Politics come along with baggage. There are people who help you. Obviously, you should give them the opportunity to be there for something. But here's the thing. The right, what make Honorable Gonglo is right in one way or the other will be proven in 3 more years from now. It will be justifiable because if President Bokas failed, these will be the reasons why he failed. So if he will succeed, the woman that we just talked about here, that Mr. Most Sigbe talked about, is not a woman that today were able to achieve a big dividend for us on the international scale.
Yeah,
So what if the president had fired her? You think we're going to get to where we are now? No. So you don't know the work the other people are doing, even though they make mistakes, the president still give them long rope. You don't know why he did that. And every leadership comes with a different action, a different dispensation, a different response. Tobo regime was different. This is a different regime. But Mr. So, quickly, I think this is our closing, right?
Yeah.
So let me lay this in there. There are a lot of countries. I know people talk about Wani Boto, what happened Wani Boto time. Those times are not compared to our time. Every country went through the struggle. They went through the difficult times. All right? Likewise, the Americas with the slave trade thing. That have changed. Look at Cisco talking about how, the people in America, you get a citizenship, it not mean anything, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not true. Cisco, when you become citizen in America, you got preference to work in certain entities that immigrants cannot work. And you are opportune to make money, to send it back home to build in your country. Most of you that building home, that because of the United States of America and the opportunity they offer you. Look at South Africa, where you talk about white people. Look at South Africa. South Africa had apartheid. After the apartheid, what happened? When they got the president, Nelson Mandela King, he brought in multiracial racial system. Today, white South Africans make up 7 to 8% of the population in South Africa. Look at the development in South Africa. You understand? You want progress in your country, but you don't want for people to be saying, if the poor become citizen, they will be here, they will do they want to. No, that's mediocrity. It is your country. You have the right to control the narrative. Just what happened in America here. You can become citizen here, but it is true. With all your citizens, there are certain hierarchy positions you will not enter.
Mr. Collins, thank you so much.
You can do the same thing in Liberia.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, look, thank you, Mr. So.
I'm having headache already. This is the pastor is rewriting history, switching things here to fit his narrative.
Name all the countries in Africa that are multiracial country. You will see that all of them are well developed. Likewise, in any part of the world, in any sound economy of growth, any economy that have exploded in the world in multi way, they are multiracial economy. You want to grow, you got to change the dynamics.
Okay, let's see here. Let's hear your patrons. Dr. Malley, you want to go before the labor because I want us to sign off tonight in peace because more Tabata going to be coming from other hands. So let's give him this night, even though he has imposed his way. He want to be a dictator, but that's not going to work. Liberal, that was Gonglo there. Have you listened to the video, right?
I'm the CEO, the board chair. I'll be the last to close.
If you don't speak, if the co-host speak, you hold your peace until you have your program Thursday. The choice is yours. Either you forfeit, you speak your mind now, or you forfeit. So I'm asking you again, Liberal.
Yeah.
You ready to speak?
Oh yeah, I can speak to it. Your call is gone.
Oh, you move my co-host? Oh, that's how you want to. That man want he want to after that he bought another player.
Yeah, you say if your co-hosts were leaving, so I say yeah.
We're gonna throw it
The
away.
liver is back.
We will be having peaceful show here all along. Is one day come and just create a kind of noise there. Come on.
I'll speak. Thank you, Clarence David. Good evening. Thank you very much. Tomorrow, we're gonna have you. Rescue 3. We're gonna have you to talk whatever you want to talk on Thursday. So just stay with us. Thank you very much, Clarence. I was in Liberia. You called me. It was a very difficult time, but to hear your voice, was very great to hear you, and I want to thank you for that very much because those are the kind of things that keep us going at the time. Thank you very much. But Mr. So, let me just say this here. Yeah, he spoke real well, and I think, Aaron Brother, good evening. I saw you and your special person picture. It was very nice. It was very nice. Yeah, you don't know that somebody that played for I because that woman made you so look real,
Okay,
real. But
Dr.
Mr. So,
Mate,
I'm speaking. I'm
you're
speaking.
done.
No, I'm
You're done.
not. I'm not. I'm
You're done.
just
What you
Mr.
gotta do?
Flo.
Why you just dropping things here and
I
there?
just say, Aaron, brother, good evening. The picture look real nice. If it
Okay.
were not for her, I was not going to make comment on Aaron, brother.
Tomorrow
But
you wrap
Mr.
it
So, let me finish my point. So, anyway, the good counselor spoke well, but I think his point would have been really, really driven home if he had stayed out of politics. But of course, he's a politician. But something like this to politicize an action like this that require something, what he was saying is quite in place. Because if you're saying to the public that some of you here undermine my government, some of you here, when we say something, we agree in our meeting, then you go in behind our back and say, no, you're not going to do it. For the president of the Republic of this is not a Samson Toe farm. If Samson Toe is undermining you, set an example. And I think that's what the consular was saying, except he went overboard. He decided to start running campaign with it, and we're not going to let him run away with those kinds of stuff. We will bring him back to the ground, let him continue to hold the broom, and every time he holds the broom in public, some of the broom straws start dropping, and we want him to know these things, that he needs to go back and refurbish that broom straw, because the amount of straw he had before is not the same now, because he keep on good point that he's supposed to emphasize for people to know how smart he is. He continued to politicize those statements, and we will hold him responsible. But Mr. So, other than that, I want to thank you very much, Dr. Mali, and you and Mr. So. Don't come in Thursday. You got no place here anymore. We're done. Thank you guys very much. We're not gonna hold you guys here. Come out and try to push us down like that. The way you guys behaved tonight, it was more than North Korea, a dictator, I would say. And this is something that I don't think the audience want to see. That audience, you don't even open a line for the audience to participate. Then you call me a dictator, and then Dr. Mali there backing you and supporting you with his better yellow ideas. Is that the kind of thing we're gonna deal with here? No, I'm here to straighten those things up, Mr. So.
Dr. Mali, we have witnessed another classical challenge. Gonglo, he gone overboard, gone on board. He wants to be political. How can we envisage the country that we want to be? You have the Rev in there, also making salad, even salad for us. I'm not going to eat a salad. You can have your salad. You can liberal. He never ate salad for the last 1 month, so he can have that. No, Dr. Mali, let me hear from you. Where are we? What do you gather from the council point?
Well, they consider he's a contemporary leader. When they, from my own assessment, is that the consider was 3 times better off when he was serving as counselor. I see that his broom is almost like it's undergoing malnutrition, and they
This will come for you soon.
and they as Libra said, the content of the broom, I don't know why it getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and very soon he may have just one straw in his hands. But I think the counselor was speaking from an administrative standpoint. Go to work on time, so order behind you will emulate, you know. And if you know someone is not doing well, get them out. It's no if and and. These people are not your brother, they are not your sisters, they are appointees. So if they're not doing well, you can't allow sympathy to penetrate in there. No, just get them out. You see. So I think his point as an opposition, it make a lot of sense to me. You see, he not criticizing. He even says some ministers are doing good.
Exactly.
And that's an objective opposition view. And it's the same view you must keep having on this platform. You know,
No,
be very objective and balanced.
No, you have subjective ideas.
So,
You told us that. No, I'm just trying to remind you. You're clear now. You told us your
and
idea
so
was
at the end of the day, I think we are confusing objectivity with the enforcement of policy and programming, and we can't do that here.
No.
The issue of better yala, those are policy and programming and it's necessary. But what caught my eye is this. The Chief Justice is coming out to tell us that there will be no profanity in the country anymore. The Chief Justice, the Supreme Court don't make laws. So he just erred down there. You see, we can't be doing that. He doesn't make law. His duty is to interpret the law. So he can't come and tell the Liberian people there are no more verbal abuses around here. That they're not his place. And they're not his job. We got to set our record straight. And lastly, the issue of the citizenship. People who are supporting the idea, the former president has been around for a long time. She served in so many key positions. Why is she bringing this thing here at the age of over 80? Why is she bringing the issue? I don't even understand. Lastly, what is the goal? What is the end result here? Already people are not saying anything. We see what's going on already. What is the investment the Lebanese have brought to Liberia? What is that investment for which we see what are the Fula people investment? You see, so now when we look at all the investment, we say, look, I think something should prompt this thing here. But where are the investment? Buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. Is that a factory? Trust me, CEO. If we withdraw the the US dollar right now in Liberia and replace it with the Liberian dollar exclusively, all the team citizenship, all of them will run away. All right? That the US dollar costing no God to be in our system and nothing else. Not that they love Liberia so much. No, they don't love that country. You see?
Thank you so much.
So the citizenship, the timing is wrong. It have started since 1847, all right. But the final thing here, I don't think it's a citizenship anymore. We need to change the entire constitution. It got problem. It got serious problem. And even though the Negro phrases in that thing, we need to remove everything. We need to remove all the Negro phrases in the constitution and get a new brand constitution.
All right, guys, we gotta go. Time has cut off with us here. We want to thank you so much.
I'll be with you on Thursday.
No, you're not.
Oh.
Yo.
I said I will be with you on Thursday, my brother.
No, you're not. No, you're not. We will be
I will come.
selective.
I will
be
come.
selected. We will be selected in our.
Oh, y'all will be selective.
All right. I will stay
Now
calm.
look talk. Now look talk.
No, and not look talk.
Dr. Malley, you're welcome anytime. Your ideas are very brilliant, but we will poke holes in those ideas, the conservative idea. We will poke hole in there because we're not here to have kumbaya, no friendship business.
When the CEO doesn't appear, I will not appear. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh wow! But the CEO don't come on Thursday, so
the CEO not come. I will block you.
At least to represent. No, you gotta come to represent the independent voices.
Yeah,
that's already part of it. You're not even
you know, Lpr is joking, man. But
Jerry,
you gotta take things serious.
Jerry,
yeah.
You going back home now?
Who, me?
Yeah, you going back to you back to Lpr?
But I never left.
You forgot what you out there?
What I say, Mr. So, can you reiterate or play the video?
Exactly. Do you have the clip? Do you have the clip?
Do you have the clip?
You display?
Do you have the clip?
Well, you know, except the CEO.
I'll put it together.
No, the AI clip.
That's an AI clip. It will be an AI store.
The AI
clip. Liquor store because, but I would say it's an AI store. Anything you bring now, we'll begin to look at it. Yeah.
Terry, I know. The citizenship, you jumping here and there in the country, no more guarantee.
Dr. Malley did that thing.
On edge. You know that one.
No, Dr.
Malley,
thousands and millions of people have benefited from citizenship in America.
I said it's not guaranteed now. It's not guaranteed.
No, but that just 4 years. Dr. Malley, it's just 4 years.
All right, thank you very much.
Hold on, guys.
I want to make that announcement.
Let me see the mayor. Are you not telling me thank you all the time?
Oh yeah, Mr. So did very well.
Thank you very much.
Man did not even tell you thank you.
I told you thank you from the beginning.
The TikTok
tirelessly too. He did very well.
Yeah, he did well. But how will you not do well? Every day you can be drinking power coming for you. That's something small here.
CEO, you know what I'm going to do next year?
Never you saw power there?
Yeah, but I don't drink power. That's the problem. Okay. You know that bug that can fly in the power. They were in the power and the brothers. I said, who were drinking?
Oh, but you used to drink it before you came here. I see your point.
That bug and myself used to fight over the power, but not anymore.
Wow.
You know? But Terry, on a very serious note, before we close here, this 2029, if Unity Party handle herself well, it doesn't matter who they put against anybody else. It's going to be a very, very tough one. And the way I look at things, most likely it will be Unity Party. If they recognize the vice president of the Unity Party scene, it will be Kavon and the vice president. It's going to be a tough one. And if they have Kavon, if they have a free primary, I think
that ticket will not suffice.
No, not Kavon and him. They will go against each other.
Against?
Are you kidding me? You never heard it?
No, it's possible because you judge from there. That's why I need to get the milk. We need to drink some milk.
Let me tell you, Lebron.
Kavon and the vice president.
Lebron, if you go that direction there, Unity Party will not get Nima Kante.
All right, guys, still have a pleasant night.
You think so?
Yes, they will not get Nima Kante.
You're good, guys.
That's a bad. That would be a very bad ticket.
Well, that's
them to go against each other.
That's
it would be bad for Unity Party.
That's what shaking up right now in the city.
Gavon is not a factor yet.
Okay.
He cannot challenge. He cannot challenge Jeremiah.
Gavon is not marketable.
You're good night.
Okay, you say you're starting again.
But Lpr, that will not suffice. That's if they make that move, the Unity Party will lose the election.
You're not going to that.
Enjoy. We are with the war.
But so they show sweet, you know. But we gotta go. Every good thing must have the end.
The
Yeah.
Tabata
Good night.
your guy brought headache to me.
I tell you, right?
All right, folks, that does it. I want to thank you so much. If this is your first time, this is like Republic Radio. David will say thank you. Ruth, thank you so much. Marcel, thank you. Taman, thank you. Clarence, David, the rescue uncle. Good to have you here. And all of our men, friends, David, Cindy, Don, Peking, LD. Going is back, of course. Victor is in the house as usual. We say thank you so much to all of you, all of you. This is the first time we say we are glad to have you. Saturday. You can follow the page. You can also hit on the YouTube channel. That way you get a notification. A lot of people call me and were asking why we couldn't come on, who wasn't coming on. Part of that is when your notification triggers, you have to go back like to the old video, find the notification icon, the bell, and you just tap on it and you want to select all videos. Don't be selective and say live, just say all videos. That way, any video, live video posted, whether in from the USA or in Liberia, you will get that instant notification signal that we are on. So I just thought of bringing that. Everyone, thank you so much. But I'm not going to see what this guy did tonight, Eva. I'm not going to welcome him. The man came with some punches. He came with blow. I'm not going to fold my hand. I'm an Israeli. You hit me, I hit you. So yeah, we're going to do it. We say thank you, guys. Have a pleasant evening. If you have a functions in Liberia, in USA, you have a business you want to advertise, let us know. No one does it better than the Diaspora Informative News Magazine, Liberia Public Radio. Hopefully this weekend, I'm going to be in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Following weekend in Atlanta City, that's New Jersey. Part of that is telling people's story. Whether it's a painful one, whether it's a joyous one, but we have to enhance the voices of the people. And that's what we're doing. That's part of the community engagement. So it's not just only dealing with the politicians. Everyone, each one is important. Let us know what we can do. We value your time, your energy here. If you're having a milestone to celebration, no matter where you are, let us know. If there's no way we can figure it out, that's our own way of showing appreciation, and we can work out things as to how we can do it. All right, so being part of what we do here, we really appreciate you. The last 2 days, it was just hectic. I was having a coverage here, and the guys were working in Liberia, Monrovia, Bond County, and so making sure coordinating time change, and sometimes it's a headache. I'm happy that the Lpr is back. Now he can take his trouble and go along with Tabata, with Clarence Davis, and all the other folks. That's okay. But I want to say thank you so much for your support, for all what you do, taking time to listen to us. We do go back after these programs to watch the tweets, your comments. I also send suggestions. You send suggestions. You want to form part of the conversation here? Let us know. It's your country. Talk about it. Let us not leave this alone with the hands of policymaker or decision maker. You are more powerful than they. I want to say thank you so much and have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.